So finally took that plunge and actually invested in some accessories for the bike just to improve the quality of the ride on the way. So the first modification was the saddle. Now this is a slightly wider saddle. It's from Ergon. It's the ST Men version and it has a gel and foam insert. Now, although it's a bit wider, it's actually not that much softer than the Fido X, and I was going to be a bit let down, I thought, when I first put it on. That's to say, after 27 kilometers of cycling before I got sore on a 29-kilometer cycle, I was really impressed. I had no cycling shorts, no nothing. The roads are really bumpy, and this saddle was amazing. Compared to the Fido X saddle, which after 5 kilometers, I'm in so much pain. It was pretty much rougher than the 27 kilometers I'd done on this saddle. And after 10k on the Fido X, like, I'm absolutely in bits. The only problem at first was putting it on. A few people said that you can't put it on because the saddle adjustment is different. That's not so much true. It was a tiny bit thinner, I'd say like maybe 1 mil difference, and I had to kind of push down a good bit of pressure to get it to clip wider. But all it did was scratch the paint a bit here, so it's not really a big deal. I'm really happy with this saddle. Got an offer on the bikediscount.de from the German seller website. Also, I got these Ergon GP1 grips. I just stuck with the Ergon brand because, you know, I know the brand. I had other grips and they're amazing, so I decided, you know, why not? Here the rubber hasn't deteriorated yet after 2 or 3 cycles, which is really good. It's a small enough grip, surprisingly, but your palm sits really nicely. And I have to say, what the saddle did was move my position more forward when I was cycling, which is great, and it took a lot of pressure from not having to stretch my arms out, so my shoulders don't feel any more pain. And because these are really wide grips, it's really easy to put more pressure from my body being more tilted forward because there's more of a surface area here. So I have to say, these 2 accessories and modifications that I got for the bike so far is absolutely amazing. Here you can see my little Garmin clip that I managed to squeeze on, and then I put the bike carrier bag here, which is pretty handy. I might get the bike rack for the back. I don't know if you could fit a baby rack on the back. Let me know if anybody has done so. That'd be kind of interesting. Some other little things I've noticed is that there's kind of little bits of rust forming in areas such as here and in the top here of the caliper, and then also the little screw heads here. And now I don't go out in the rain that much, and even if I do, I try to dry off the bike. So it's surprising that rust is starting to form in these areas so easy, because I have other bikes in the shed here, and have to say, like, I never have any issues with them no matter how many times I cycle them. Not one bit of rust on any of them. So maybe it's just that they weren't coated properly, or it's cheaper materials. I can't really say exactly, but you know, hopefully I can replace them if it becomes a problem. As for the issue we had here with the wire being chafed away, I think I solved the problem here, or at least found what the issue was. So when you're undoing the folding clamp here and you're pulling this down, I find that this is resting here, and as you're folding the bike, it's applying more and more pressure on this cable here. And especially when you're then undoing it, it's the same process that it'll tend to sit here on the wire. So I actually seen how much pressure it was applying, and I think that's enough to start wearing away the wire. So just be careful when you're unfolding and refolding this stem here, that the wire is not getting stuck underneath this clamp.